So when you apply to be on the podcast, I'm going to ask you, what are we talking about? So that's all in. Full disclosure, I use Podmatch a lot. I think that may even be where we connect.
Yeah.
So when somebody says, hey, I want to be on the show, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to look them up because, like a lot of established podcasts, I get way too many people that are applying. I can't interview all of them. And quite honestly, a lot of them don't fit. So I'll look at their bio, I'll look at what they've talked about, and then I will either go back to them and say, if they haven't suggested it in their pitch, which I think they should, I may go back to them and say, hey, I noticed you talk about this. I think this would be a cool angle. If not, and when they schedule it, I may leave it open-ended, but then when they schedule, I'm going to ask them, what are we talking about? And again, I'm looking for that one action, one item. I've got 1,100 episodes. I don't need somebody to come on and talk for 10 minutes about why you should be on social media. Not anymore. I don't even need somebody to come on and talk about why you need to be using AI. And so if somebody suggests that, I'm going to push back and say, hey, I've covered this topic X number of times. So what's your unique angle? And sometimes I'll even pull up, I have all 1,200 episodes in a spreadsheet. I can filter by title or topic. So I can rapidly pull URLs for the last 5 conversations I've had on AI, paste that in my note and say, this is what we've already talked about. What do you bring to the table?
Mm-hmm. Good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And is it challenging to keep it to 10 minutes after all of that?
No, it takes practice. I'm not going to say that you can walk in and do this on the very first try. But what you need to understand, when you read my bio and it said I was a professional speaker, in that role, I have been asked to go in and do 2-hour workshops, 30-minute keynotes, or 5-minute previews. And so I have to be able to take a topic and condense it and condense it and condense it. And it takes practice. But once you get used to it, it's not hard. And if the conversation is really great, really great, and we're rocking and rolling, and I know there's something else there, I'm going to be like, at about 9 minutes, I'm going to be, wow, this has been awesome. And you know what? I have a dozen more questions. So I would love to have you back.
Yeah.
And I've never had a guest say, live while we're recording. No, I don't want that. And at that point, I will either say to them, once we're done recording, I'll either say, hey, if you have 10 more minutes, we can do the second half of the show. If you'd rather, we can schedule another time. 9 times out of 10, we do them back to back. And so now my recording time is, 40 minutes instead of 30. I don't schedule episodes back to back to back. I don't have to. I am releasing 1 10-minute episode a week. And so now what I'm doing is I'll do 2 or 3 recordings in a day, and then I won't record for a week or 2. And then I'll do 2 or 3 recordings. And one of the ways that I manage doing this on my own without my team is I batch. I will edit 4 episodes in rapid succession. I will do 4 sets of graphics because I'm in the software one after the other after the other. I'll do the 4 videos. Instead of going from transcript to video to editing the audio and then starting over again, that is a much slower process.
So I want to bring that to light because that's something that I think a lot of podcasters totally mess up on. What they'll end up doing is they'll say, I've got this person for an hour. I need to try to get as much as I can. I need to get their whole backstory. I got to get all the funny things. I have to get any question possible. And when I listen to those episodes that give you everything, I don't really get much out of it. And it's interesting. You are focused on, hey, 10 minutes, 1 key point, 1 technology. I'm confident that if I listen to your podcast, I'm going to get that out of that. I'm going to listen to that one thing. I'm going to have the takeaways that I need. to
Mhm.
do something about it. But if I listen to your whole backstory, listen to you read somebody's bio, and then ask them every question you possibly can about their history, about what they're doing now, how did they get started into this business, and try to get like the 10 different takeaways, I'm probably not going to remember any of those takeaways. So I love how you're doing it.